Hello and welcome to the very beginner tutorial for ChatGPT. My name is Sadie Smiley and I'm one half of the duo behind the Women of AI. If you are not yet in our Facebook group, you really need to join. It is women only. Go to thewomenofai.com/FB for Facebook. Now, if you have not used ChatGPT yet or you're wondering how to get started, this video will get you there. You go to chat.openai.com and then you click sign up. After you click sign up, you're going to be walked through a process of signing up and paying for ChatGPT. Because this is a pre-recorded video, I don't want to talk about pricing and stuff because that can go up. And I'm like always disappointed when someone goes, "Oh, it's only $10." And I go and it's like, raise the price to 20. Even if they raise the price to 12, I'm cheap, right? So you're going to go through the sign up process and then you're going to go to login. After you have logged in, you're going to see this screen. Now, on the left-hand side, it's still loading. I have tons of things I've already done. So this stuff will not be in your sidebar, nor will the templates section. So we're just going to get out of that and not even pay attention to it, okay? And then we're going to focus on using the newest version for our best outputs. If you're just playing around and getting started, you can use ChatGPT 3.5 or whatever the previous version is, because right now the newest is GPT-4. Now, whenever you're getting started with ChatGPT, you may feel a little overwhelmed because people are talking about prompt engineers making $300,000 a year and prompt engineering being this amazing thing, and everybody's selling prompt guides, including us. We have guides that aren't just prompt guides, they teach you things, they have screenshots and such, but there's people selling everything that has to do with ChatGPT and prompting, right? But it's not that complicated. You just have to talk to ChatGPT like you would be talking to me. "Hey, Sadie, I need help with my business. Can you help?" "Yeah, sure, but I'm going to need some information. What is your business about? Who are you serving? Who's your ideal audience? What is your angle?" Right? Those are the questions that ChatGPT needs the answers to be able to serve you the best. So when you first get in, if you're doing let's say, your digital product membership, but your focus is on health and wellness. I'm actually going to use my husband's blog, Smiley's Points, as an example for this. So let's say that I want to write a blog post for Smiley's Points. I'm actually going to pull up this prompt that I have shared in the 10 times blogging doc if you have access to that, or I'll make sure it's in the comments below as well. But you can just start with someone else's prompt. That's okay. So whenever you're doing a prompt and you see brackets like this, at least with the Women of AI, it means you need to change it out. So this says create an in-depth, detailed blog post on, and I'm going to say starting a walking routine in your tone. So a fun, engaging tone, ensuring it's unique, engaging, and human-like. Include at least 10 subheadings using Markdown, blah, blah, blah. This is all blogging stuff. If you don't have a blog, ignore it. We'll talk about another prompt or two in a moment. It says the post must have an SEO meta description and your introduction focusing on these keywords. So I'm going to pretend that building walking endurance is the actual keyword. It's not, this is just on the fly, right? So then you keep going on and on. Is there anything else I need to fill in? No. So let's see what ChatGPT gives me with this basic. I haven't given Chatty a lot of information. And if you hear people say chatty, chatter, there's all kinds of nicknames that we've given ChatGPT. Don't think that it's another tool. I heard somebody talking about ChatGPT and gave it a random nickname like Mickey, and I'm like, Mickey, and I'm like Googling Mickey AI, and they were talking about ChatGPT. So if you hear all these random words that don't make sense to you about ChatGPT, it's usually us making up our nicknames. So here's an SEO meta description. Power up your daily routine with walking. This guide will give you all the steps you need to start a walking routine and build walking endurance. This is exactly how my husband would do this. Step right up, folks, and get ready to put your best foot forward. He loves how cheesy ChatGPT is. He loves it. However, if you need to change the tone, at this point, what you would do after it's finished generating is you would say, okay, like focus on rewording the tone. Um, all right, so there are hopefully 10. Nope. Okay, so I asked for 10 subheadings. Do you see how ChatGPT stopped? You have to click continue generating. As ChatGPT continues generating, you're going to see if this is something that you want to use or if maybe you should have done a better prompt. That happens to me a lot. I think I have the best prompt. I think I've given the best instructions and it's totally off base. This is why you want to play with the older version of ChatGPT at the very beginning when you are getting acquainted. Also, just from a blogging Coach Sadie perspective, please do not end your posts with conclusion. Do not put that in there. 10 out of 10 times ChatGPT does, even when I tell it not to. So your journey begins now, or a different SEO'd phrase. So ChatGPT gave us 10 headings and gave us frequently asked questions. So what I could do here is I could copy and paste this into a doc and move on. But this is not a blogging workflow video. We have those. This is a very, 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 very beginner ChatGPT tutorial. So that was a really advanced prompt to start with. So let's go ahead and show how to start over. I'm going to press this little button here and go to new chat. And then I'm going to close that because I don't want to see any of that. And I'm going to say, hi, ChatGPT. I need help with my digital product business. My topic is health and wellness. My audience is women from 30 to 60 years old. Many need help with mobility because they have chronic illness. Please give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell to them in the $50 or less US dollar price range. That's simple. It's just like I'm talking to a friend, like, hey, this is my business. I need some ideas, right? As you are waiting for ChatGPT to give you your output, you can be in another window creating your next prompts if you want. Some people are really impatient with this part. I actually like reading it as it goes along because then I know how I want to guide Chatty next. So the digital product ideas are a digital exercise program, meal plans and recipes, virtual wellness workshops, guided meditation audios, ebooks, health and wellness webinars, digital health journals, online yoga classes, mindset coaching audio series, and personalized fitness plans. Well, I know I'm not doing personalized anything because that's not passive. So that's off the list. So then we got to go up here and be like, okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Well, this is my husband's business. And I think him doing guided meditation audios would be awesome. But I also know that he's not going to do them as quickly as he would do something else. So my goal here would be to find which product can he make the fastest to get published to start making money. And I would go with the digital exercise programs to include modifications and different levels of intensity. So I love the first idea. Please create an outline for a digital exercise program for women with mobility issues and chronic illnesses. It should be easy, comprehensive, and complete. Okay, an outline. I'm asking ChatGPT to create an outline. I'm not asking ChatGPT to create the whole product. That's a mess. If you ask for a product from the beginning, it's a mess. So keep in mind that this tool that you're using needs to be taken in chunks. It's just like you're going to eat an apple. One bite is one prompt, and you're going to have to keep going until the whole apple is eaten. And sometimes you're going to get a response that you're not liking, just throw the whole thing out, and then you can keep going with your own prompts. This has a title and introduction. It's got warm-up exercises, strength training, cardiovascular exercise, balance and coordination, which is super important for people who are living with chronic illness and have limited mobility. Mind-body connection, I think that's super important too, because whenever you're living with a chronic illness, it can be really depressing and isolating. So if you've got some of those things mixed in, the reason I'm talking through all of this, even though this isn't your niche necessarily, is because this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get into the eyes of your person. So my husband's person is someone between 30 and 60 years old, usually with chronic illness or mobility issues, right? So I've got to be in that mindset, which is easy for me because his ideal person is kind of built off of me because I needed this whenever I first started dealing with illnesses. So this can be a program. Yes, you're going to need to make videos. You're going to need to do all the things, but this is an outline and it gets you started. It gets you out of the weeds. And that's really what we like to use ChatGPT for. In no world is anyone in the Women of AI taking a post here and copying and pasting like it's a one-click, one and done thing. That's not how we're using it. We're using ChatGPT as a brainstorming tool, as an outlining tool, basically as an assistant that doesn't have an attitude and doesn't get annoyed with your 1,000 requests. So we're going to go to new chat again, and then I'm going to show you just a few more little things. Please give me a list of 50 action words I can use in my blog post titles about creating a walking routine. Actually, I don't want 50 because I'm live, so that'll take forever. Let's just do 15. My audience, and I'm creating new chats, but you can also stay in the same chat if you're working on the same audience. I just want to get you familiar with moving around ChatGPT. We'll probably stay in this one from now on. So my audience is women 30 to 60 years old with mobility issues due to chronic illness. And this isn't his entire audience. This is actually a tiny part probably, but this is who we really want to go all in on. So this is who we're talking to. Establish, cultivate, empower, develop, nurture, enhance, implement, tailor, customize, optimize, streamline, fortify, advance, initiate, transform. Do those fit your voice? If they don't, you need to give some examples. I'll be like, those don't really fit my voice. Can you please create some hype words and make it fun and funny? Let's see what they say there. Absolutely. I can give you some fun, vibrant action words. And look at this. Can you imagine you ask your assistant for 15 action words? They put all the work in to give this to you and you're like, "Oh man, that sucks." And then you have to either tell your assistant to do it again or do it yourself. So this is amazing to me because I don't have to hurt anybody's feelings. ChatGPT is cool. Up here, you can use this to copy. So let's say we're copying this into a doc. Now, when you copy, you want to hold Control-Shift-V if you want to paste without formatting, and then just Control-V is with formatting. Now, these look the same in this instance, but sometimes whenever you copy and paste, you can have the black background if you're using the dark mode like I am. And if not, you'll have like a light gray background behind the text. There was an intern that had submitted an application to us and sent an email as well. And I knew that she used ChatGPT to write it because when she copied and pasted it in, it had like this was copied and pasted from somewhere in the background thing. And then some of the writing seemed a little ChatGPT-ish. I was actually proud of her for doing that though, because it takes guts to be like, you know what? I'm going to use the tool that I'm not super familiar with to apply for this internship. And well, spoiler alert, she was sent information to move on to the next steps. So don't be afraid to use it. But when you are using it, make sure that you're doing these little tricks like Control-Shift-V. So you're not having all the formatting that messes it up in the background or shows that you were using ChatGPT. Another thing here is so we have the copy. Now, if it was a terrible output and it was just like gibberish, you would give it a thumbs down. But if you loved it, you can always give it a thumbs up and you can provide additional feedback as well. This can help ChatGPT and it can help the developers make a better tool. So if something is put out that is offensive or degrading, or maybe it's just wrong as far as like the answer and it seems like it might have been trained wrong. All of these things, right? You can go in and you can give feedback on that and it can help. All right, so staying in this chat, let's say, forget all previous commands. I have a new business idea I want help with. Will you help me? Absolutely. I'd be delighted to help you with your new business idea. Do you know what my assistant would do if I went to her and told her I had a new business idea? She would be like, I quit. She has banned me. All of my assistants, all of my interns, my entire team, and every business I have is like, please no. Please, God, no, Sadie, stop. No more ideas. Please, please, please. So if I just need to get a little brain break and go in here, Chatty does not judge me. Chatty is like, absolutely, let's chat about your new business. So that might be where you're at. That might be you're trying to create a new business and you want to fill a need. Talk to ChatGPT just as you would a business friend. And now we do have resources. Like I said, I pulled this from the 100 days of prompts. It's still in the works as of the shooting of this video, but it's actually almost ready. Thanks to the magic of virtual assistants and interns and all the things, all the people. So I hope that this has given you a little bit of a very, 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 very beginner tutorial on this amazing tool. One last thing that I want to end with is what these buttons over here do. If you see you've got an output here, walking routine, right? We can click here to edit the title. Warning, ChatGPT has lost a lot of information from me on my account before, so always copy and paste over to a Google Doc before you leave the window. If you click this next button, it says share link to chat, and then you can click copy link and you can share it with whoever you want, and then they will be able to see it. This is what they will see when they pop it up. It is going to look like this. And then maybe you want to continue the conversation. Guess what? It's going to pop you in here and you're going to be able to continue the conversation. This last button over here is obviously a trash can. So if you want to throw something away, let's go ahead and do this. You're going to press trash and then check. And then it is gone. Now, I want to make sure that you guys understand keeping things simple. So there are a lot of extensions in ChatGPT, let's start over. There are a lot of Google Chrome extensions that people are using in ChatGPT. These extensions, some of them are absolutely amazing and will elevate your work times a gazillion. However, other extensions are going to break your Chrome, and then your Chrome is going to be crashing, or you're going to have to reinstall Chrome, or they're going to be conflicting, or something else. Okay. So at the time of recording, I will update this in the description if it changes. I highly recommend using Harpa AI because it does not go inside of your ChatGPT. I'm going to show you. So let's say that I want to explore how to build walking endurance. Well, actually, how to build walking, and then I would look, it's a stamina. So let me call it that. And then I've already installed Harpa AI. So I'm going to just open it. And then Harpa AI searches this for me. And we have other Harpa AI videos, so you can go watch those. I'm not going to get into that rabbit hole, but I just wanted to tell you, keep your Chat GPT simple. If you don't, like, this is another one I use Keywords Everywhere. If you don't, this little extension template here will conflict with the other one. Like if you install, say, AI PRM and Keywords Everywhere, they could conflict and crash your browser. So make sure you keep it simple, keep it clean, keep it neat. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below, because I'll read through them and then I can create more videos for you. Sharon can create more videos. We have an entire playlist for how to use Midjourney. We've got an entire playlist in the works for how to use ChatGPT. So make sure you're using your resources too, instead of saying, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't understand AI. I don't understand ChatGPT. Nobody understood it until they put the time in and put the practice in. So pull up your chat.openai.com and go to town. Start using some of the prompts. Join the Facebook group and we can help you if you have any issues. But really, it's about taking action and doing the thing, just like everything else in life. If you want to make money with AI, if you want AI to help simplify your workflow and make it to where you work less, you have to learn how to use the AI properly. And that is what we're here for. So if you want to join us, go to shop.thewomenofai.com and join our all access membership where we do live trainings every month. And we also have a lot of pre-recorded trainings and tons of guides. I didn't pull it up on the screen share and I'm ending the video now, but lots of guides and we've gotten really good feedback. So thank everyone for the feedback on those guides. And if you're brand new, like I said, just take the first step and go start using ChatGPT. You're not going to break anything. No matter what prompt you put in, nothing's going to break and you can always start fresh.